Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, December 15th, 2014, 10 days until Christmas. There is a spate of hostage situations going on around the world. We'll start with the most newsworthy one in Sydney, Australia. It's now been going on for about 19 hours. A crisis at a central Sydney cafe, which is actually a Lind chocolate cafe in Martin Place near the Parliament area, Parliament Square area in Sydney, has been going on now since about 9:45 a.m. Monday morning Australian time. Apparently what's happened is a gunman has released videos stating that he wants an Islamic State flag and a phone call from Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott. He has also made bomb threats. Media outlets, including Sky News Australia, are reporting this. In addition to this, a number of individuals have escaped. There is a heavily armed police SWAT presence in the area. In fact, TV footage is ongoing right now. Sydney is 16 hours ahead of New York time. So right now there it's about 3 o'clock in the morning or so on Monday or Tuesday morning, so this is still being followed up. It's just a question of how long this person can stay awake, I suppose. Meanwhile, in the western Belgian city of Ghent, 4 armed men have entered an apartment there. Police have established an almost military presence, blocking off a wide perimeter around the area. 2 hours into this crisis, it's still unclear as to what the intention of these people are. By mid-morning, the working class neighborhood has been completely cordoned off, and again, of course, Western European news outlets are on the scene there. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, the Saudi government is saying that a member of security forces has been killed in an operation to free 3 laborers which were taken hostage by a gunman in the capital of Riyadh, which occurred last night. Workers, 3 of them were seized Sunday evening near a mosque, and the perpetrator opened fire when he was surrounded by police. He was eventually wounded and captured, but not without the loss of life on the part of one of the rescuers. Meanwhile, back to the reinsurance market, one of the ratings houses, Fitch Ratings, has revised its outlook for the London non-life insurance and reinsurance market to negative. This would be the property. This is what we mainly cover. It had previously been stable. Fitch has lowered it down to negative due to the underlying expectation that a substantial proportion of the market continues to face further significant pricing decrease. Fitch knows that the high amounts of alternative capital that have come into the market are leading it to conclude that prices will continue to fall, premiums will continue to decrease, and conditions will continue to weaken throughout 2015. Meanwhile, we mentioned last week that Barbican Insurance, a Lloyd's syndicate, has significantly increased its cyber underwriting capacity. It's up 350% from last year, and they're already at their maximum limit. We also announced the prior week that Ace Insurance has decided to no longer write cyber coverage, so it comes as no surprise that Barbican has picked up Matthew Waller, who was the former senior underwriter at Ace USA for cyber technology and media underwriting. He's going to be joining Barbican. On Lake Tanganyika in Africa, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a passenger ship capsized on Saturday. The death toll has now risen to 129. This represents a dramatic increase in the government's figure of 26, which was given out Saturday afternoon. Apparently, rescue workers found more bodies yesterday. There are some 232 survivors. The ship that went down is the MV Mutambala. It was headed north to Uvira. It was also carrying cargo. Lake Tanganyika is the largest and longest, I should say, freshwater lake in the world. It borders Tanzania, Zambia, and Burundi. Meanwhile, in India, 10 people were charred to death and 12 sustained severe burns when a truck carrying a consignment of bicycles hit a gas tanker carrying highly flammable gas. This is near the Jaipur-Delhi highway at Bilpur village in the Jaipur district. The gas tanker caught fire. It was followed by a massive explosion. And in Belgium right now, there's a general strike that's paralyzing air and rail traffic and idling companies throughout the country. Trade unions are capping off a month of protests against government austerity policies. The strike has also had an immediate effect on the international airport because Brussels airport has essentially been shut down. A series of labor actions, the toughest in years, started last month with a demonstration that drew 120,000 protesters. Well, we'll keep our eyes on stories. There hasn't been too much in the press today on the reinsurance sector, and of course, if anything happens in Sydney of any note, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.